It's game time. Welcome to the Sports, Bants and Prosecco
You can still hear us, but at least you know what I mean. Microphone check. 1, 2, 3.
I think I'm good.
Thank you,
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Tina,
Clara.
don't you think that last week, when she wasn't here, her presence was...
Absolutely.
I was missed.
You were missed.
Thank you for having me back.
Welcome back. Welcome back, definitely, man.
No, it's definitely not the same.
Thank you.
One missing is one off, where?
Yeah,
Thank
it
you
was
very
just like,
much.
oh, we're missing somebody.
Oh,
You know, but
I missed you too, but boy, that migraine was killing me.
Good to have you back, though, innit?
Yes.
you. Bella, come back.
Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Talk to me, ladies.
Well, welcome to Sports Bants and Prosecco. I'm Mel.
I'm Lady C.
I'm Miss T back in the house.
Them glasses are mad thick, man.
I don't know.
They are. I can see it from
And
here.
who are you?
They just put me.
They're mad thick.
What's your name?
They look like some bottom.
From here, they do. It's true. No, can you
I know,
see them
because
from
when
here,
I
innit?
see them,
They do.
they do look a bit. Yeah, they do look like my grandmothers.
So,
There are a few layers going on there.
You said it
Still.
Just one layer, man.
So how's your
we
week enjoying, though? Coming home at like 5 o'clock, watching
still-
the game.
Yeah,
And it's still like watching the game.
Yes.
And then
games,
there's another one.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
on a
it's
little
nice.
routine.
yeah,
Yeah,
like
exactly.
I have to admit, today,
Felt
it was
weird,
not
innit?
on.
No, but
because
yeah.
I'd be start watching the game on my phone on the way home.
Yeah.
And then
was
get home
different.
second off. So it's like, I've got to sit watch regular TV.
Mate,
Yeah.
exactly. I just
different
remember what was
vibe.
on, apart from Love Island.
Well, I don't watch that song.
I love it.
Oh, I love me, Love Island.
Oh my
Love
goodness.
Island.
Love
Joey
Island.
Essex.
Hey,
I mean,
Jesus.
the biggest gaslighter.
Did you watch it
Have
last
you been
night?
watching, Lou? Yeah. Can we just talk? Well, sorry, Mel. I know.
And this one is a band.
Go on.
Is it?
But Joey Essex, he's not all right.
I don't think he should be on the show. I'm sorry, I'm going to
No,
say
what I
it.
said,
And
he should
the
be.
idea that, you know that week when Samantha got sent home because obviously he picked Grace, or Grace picked him.
Yep.
I feel like, and then the rest of the islanders, no, it was most favourite couple, that was it.
Yep.
And I feel
Oh,
like
and
that's
they didn't get picked.
Yeah, top.
Yeah.
Listen, he got
And
loud.
Mate.
why did
He
he get
was
picked?
ra-
I didn't understand it. Why did
Do
we
you know
get
what's
picked?
funny is
But he's forgetting his own
He
actress.
tried to almost blame her.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
he was
yeah.
talking to Omar. Nothing to do with him
Yes.
killing off Sam.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing to do. Didn't even occur. But he did it the other day as well. When she went to go and sleep in the daybed, he goes, "What? Is
Was it because of you?
Harriet?"
Yeah,
and I
because
was
of
like, "Nah,
Harriet.
bruv."
Did you hear when he
You.
said it yesterday? When the girl, whatever it's Grace
Grace and
thingy,
Matilda
went
went
outside.
It was like
He blamed. He didn't say it was him.
He's like, is it
Is
'cause
it
of
because
Harriet?
of you?
Oh yeah, I remembered. Yeah, is it because of Harriet?
and
He's
then
got
and then Sean was like,
Mate,
"Nah,
bruv,
it's
it's
because of you."
Yes, because yes, I remember that.
Okay,
back-
so we're
back
going to
to
rein
us.
it in now
Yeah,
because I
sorry,
don't know.
Mary.
That's getting really boring.
That week when he wasn't top and they had to pick a girl and a boy to go home, I feel like Grace and him should have gone home. The idea of him winning the
true,
show is a
no.
problem.
It's a-
Furthermore,
yeah.
He can't win.
you two have found each other now, innit? Bugger
That's
off.
exactly what I said.
Bugger off.
But yeah, the big for me it's just how much of a gaslighter he is. He last night he was talking about. Well, he said the other girl. and
He
took her
said,
to the
"I've
terrace
never
and
taken her
kissed
to the terrace before. It's not like I'm
But
taking her
I'm
to the
taking-
terrace 5 minutes later."
Let's go.
Let's go. Yeah, terrace.
He did. What was that girl that was crawling around a couple of years back? I can't remember her name.
Irish
Davide's girlfriend.
Turkish girl.
Ekin-Su.
Alright, can we stop, please? Melanie's
Sorry,
very.
Mel.
He did the
She's
Ekin-Su.
just left.
Melanie? Yeah.
What would you
Alright,
like to talk
yeah,
about,
yeah,
darling?
Well, not Love Island.
about Love Island. Sorry, we just Love Island.
Say, talking about age, and I know it's a bit of a
Taboo?
a left field.
What's
No,
this?
it's not.
Right? Did you see the two geriatrics, Trump and Biden?
Oh no, I haven't seen it.
Apparently, the Democrats are scrambling for somebody else to
It
represent
was
them.
actually like heart wrenching watching Biden. Like,
You're
I'm
old.
watching.
No, you're old. And then wait, Biden
Wait.
Biden's like, yeah.
And Biden,
Are you actually being
He
serious?
froze.
Yeah.
He started. And he's watching the man
did
get
you watch
debated.
him when he was in
Oh, I'm
France?
gonna be watching that.
On the
Yeah,
fence,
yeah.
And he tried to sit down on his
And
nice
he-
chair.
I saw
tried
that.
And his wife's like, no.
No, darling.
And what about the times they've shown clips of him
Glitching.
Jumping down.
Oh no, he
Them
falls up
so
the
many
stairs, down the stairs. He
times.
falls,
And
he
there's-
falls on the
there's-
flat floor.
People
Oh, they're letting
dancing
him.
around him. I think it's for Juneteenth. And they're all, everyone's dancing.
And he's just stood
And
there.
Are you serious?
It's almost like it's AI.
someone restarted
I
him.
was just going to say, you sure it's not AI? You know what I mean?
They forgot to wind him up.
But apparently the Democrats are now scrambling to
They
find
have
out.
to. They have to.
It's
It's a joke.
no disrespect, right?
It's a joke.
And I think, you know, Trump is like the living. It's like the battle of the geriatrics.
Oh my
right?
God.
He and I imagine none of us here like Trump.
Nope.
Right?
I think that's a valid point, Sam.
But I cannot understand how, with a country that has so much people,
These are the two
much people,
And these
right?
are the
You've
two
got
that you can
Biden. You
bring
mean
out.
the Democrats couldn't find somebody
Exactly.
else?
You know what the cheek of
Exactly.
it is? I mean, obviously we're Brits, but the cheek of it as a Brit looking at the States, first of all, it makes us question how intelligent Americans are sometimes. We do judge it. You're not supposed to be like, you know, he's supposed to be the, leader of the
free world.
Well,
I'm not sure if I want you to be my leader.
do you know what I mean? You definitely ain't my leader for me.
No,
But
no.
anyway, more than that, you're like, the cheek of it, Biden's lucky you got that first time. The cheek of you to go for a the cheek of you to go for a second
Actually,
one.
how old is the man?
Isn't it 87?
And then
He looks like
If he won right, he would have done the presidency in his 90s.
I'm sorry, but
that's
Joe
ridiculous.
Biden.
Which 90-year-old is running what country? And this is why.
That's
what-
Mugabe.
And then you see his wife
Mugabe,
is
Mugabe.
rightly. Why can't Camilla Harris then?
This is
run?
what I'm saying.
Because she's
She's-
so. I don't know. It's probably the
I
wrong
mean, I
words,
don't know too
but
many people
she's
that likes
so
her.
impotent, and by that, I know she doesn't have a wiener, but in terms of personality,
Yeah.
in terms of presence, in terms of
She ain't flower, is she?
There's nothing
Yeah,
about
there isn't.
her. There's
There
nothing.
isn't.
there's nothing
No, there
about
isn't
her.
really.
There's nothing.
She's flaccid.
There's no charisma.
And the thing is, she's flaccid. She's impotent. But the thing is, well, at least with
Why are we describing her in male terms?
I know, like,
because
She's
Can we say her titties are sagging?
no, because we're not going to say that about women. We're not saying that about women.
Yeah, no, we're going to
Where
say
the
that.
dog's bollocks we are. She looks like a soft handshake.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
I like that.
Soft
That's it.
handshake.
And I
Then
hate
once
a
you
soft
take your hand back,
handshake,
you're like, don't touch me again.
But also,
Why do
although, right, we shouldn't throw too much shade
On
at the Americans.
why?
And
because I always
right?
They ain't no better.
Sunak.
I feel like he's doing everything he can.
I don't think he wants to win,
No, it doesn't.
right?
Who needs this?
And then you've got. And I ain't gonna lie, like
conscription. Sorry, did you hear what he said about him?
Yeah.
We're like, how are you gonna do that? We're like, well, what we're gonna do is, you know, people don't want to do it. What we're gonna do is like, just deny them access to
Wait, about what?
bank accounts.
Wait, about what?
Conscription, making our kids go to war.
Oh, right.
But he's like, the woman was like, how are you going to
Bank-
do that?
block their
He's
bank
like,
accounts.
other countries do things, she goes, but how are you going to do it? He was like, there's things you can do, like, you can, their access to, bank accounts. She was like, you're going to stop
Boy, I idiot. Boy, you are idiot.
there's some level of insane.
Did he
Yeah.
actually say
I
that?
feel like he's
That came out
genuinely
of his mouth.
trying to
lose.
Yeah, man.
And then
Don't want it.
I mean, I wouldn't
Nigel
propose
Farage
to
is back in
say,
the mix.
Did you hear the other day?
Did you not hear
said?
about
Thank
these little people in
you.
corners?
Yes, that's why. That's why I put
And-
on.
and
There
then
was
talking
secret
about
cameras, right?
homosexuals.
Yes,
But
there
he
was a
said-
secret camera.
But apparently, funny enough, Farage has come out and said that he's very dismayed to be hearing what.
He's fuck off.
No, but I'm
Fuck
surprised.
off, you
No. But I'm
cunt.
surprised. I'll bleep it out.
Thank you.
I'll bleep it out. But I'm surprised.
Face going.
And I'm going to put it on the screen. I'm going to bleep it out. I'm going to go. See you next Tuesday. See you next Tuesday. No, but I'm surprised. But you feel quite strongly about it.
Yeah,
I
that's
do, but
why.
I
So
do.
do I.
But I'm surprised he commented stuff. Because Farage is quite stuck in his ways.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm surprised he was like, no.
No, but he wants to win because he wants to become an MP.
Of course, he wants to be all nice and nice.
He wants to
right?
be in
Because he
Parliament.
wasn't
For sure.
exactly because he gave that.
I don't think Sunak's going to win his constituency.
He won't.
No.
But can you be Prime Minister
No,
if you don't even
well,
have
no, but I don't
constituency?
think. I don't think
No, you
the
can't.
way
No,
the
you
way
can't. No,
the
you
way
have
the
to have
polls
backup.
are saying, right? And I don't know. Polls can be. I don't know.
Have you
I've
ever
never
been
no.
asked?
That's what I was going to say.
You've been asked.
I know.
Have you ever been asked
Been
a
asked
poll?
what?
No.
Like, has anyone ever come to you and say, can you please fill out this questionnaire? Let us know who you might vote for. Has anyone ever asked you that?
I've never been polled.
You?
I've
had cards in the post.
I've
never.
I've had a
been
card in the
told.
post.
So
I
when they
know
say-
I have.
Who are
I
they
have.
talking to?
So when they say
Because
50% of the country thinks they're going to vote for Labour, I'm like, who did you ask?
Who did you ask?
Yeah. So, are you talking in person or
Anything.
It could be a phone call. It
Anything.
could be
No,
cards?
anything.
Cards in the post. Yes.
No, I've had somebody knock on my door.
From Labour?
I'll ask you.
Mm-hmm.
No, not from Labour. No. What I'm saying
Oh,
is-
you mean just from the polling stations? Oh, no.
I don't know who does it, but you know when you read like the Times,
There's companies
Yeah,
that do
that's
polling.
it. Oh, yeah.
Thinking they're gonna vote for Conservative. You're like,
Did they ever used to do that? Did they ever used to do that?
No, but my point is, who are you asking? Because
Yeah, this one.
They've
never
never
been
ever
asked.
come up to Enfield and check.
I bet their sample size is 10 people.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
So that's why I said the polls are saying that it will be the first time since democracy in the UK that the Conservative Party will have as little MPs, right? Because the people are tired of them. They're tired of them. But and I would never say who anyone should vote for. I know who I'm going to vote for, but people.
Why are you so private about who they're going to vote
Because
for?
at this point, I actually don't even know. Like,
Do you know what happened the other day?
You don't know.
Do you know what happened the other day to me?
Like,
You know the
No,
mayor.
but that's no. So you do know.
yeah.
Right, so that's fine.
But you know the mayoral
It's setting up
elections there the other
Conservative.
day.
No, but you don't know.
Melanie,
No,
did you see?
Stop bullying.
What do you mean you don't know? Are you serious now? Are you awake?
No, what I'm trying to say is like, they just make you just like.
There's nobody. No one stands out.
Yes,
First of
like a bit
all,
like in America.
I-
This is like.
That's why I said we can't throw shade on America.
Yeah.
No,
Right?
absolutely.
Because for me, I first of all, I'm passionate people vote because I just think black people
Everybody
died
should
for the
vote.
vote, women died for the vote. We are
Vote.
so much vote.
But
Whether-
no, the attitude of it doesn't make a difference.
It does.
Yeah,
It
it does
does.
if you don't vote.
Right, but I mean, for me, I'm not like really keen on Kia. Right?
Yeah, me neither.
But
No,
I
me
want
neither.
to change, and I understand that he can't do much because of the
wouldn't
whole.
mind a
But you know
coalition.
who? No, I don't want a coalition.
No, I wouldn't mind. I think
know,
people
we
are more
already
like
said-
With who? Conservative and Labour?
No,
No, that would
No.
It
not
has to be
work.
liberal and Labour.
That's
it
what
has
I
to
was
be,
going to
yeah.
say.
No,
Yeah.
not even liberal. Fuck liberals.
So then who?
They said they went from saying we're gonna banish.
I know, that's what I was gonna- that was gonna be-
Actually, dribble it.
Yeah, but I think for me, you know who I really, really, really like, and that would always is Angela Rayner.
Who's Angela Rayner?
She's the
Second-
vice.
second in command.
She, if you
Guys,
ever
if I
listen to
tell
her,
you,
and you know what I
switch
really like about
so off from
no, and
politics
she's
and whatever's going
great.
on.
I mean, I love politics. It's one of my.
Yeah, but isn't she dodgy as fuck? though?
No, she's not. It's what the Conservatives would have you believe.
have you
She's
believe.
not. She's not.
Well, I don't know about that.
And what I
Okay.
like about her is she was born in a council estate. She's definitely working class. She's not like these Eton lot.
Yeah.
That all they're about is money.
Yeah.
Right? And you listen to her and you think, you know what? She feels and she feels quite genuine. Right? I think she worked in healthcare. No, she feels quite genuine. There's not much they can do because the Conservatives have left such a big hole in the public finances that there's not much change they can make straight away.
I feel like personally, you have to be really. I feel like you should have to be a Tom, Dick, and Harry. Educated Tom, Dick, and Harry, but a Tom, Dick, and Harry to become an MP. And by that, what I mean is, you've got people who, from young, their parents have told them you're going to go into politics. You go to your Eton, even though you're already wealthy,
Yeah.
you just want to be in politics
Yeah,
because you've
because
got
that's how
money.
the
It's
rate-
power.
the
That
rate
it don't
goes
matter.
up, yeah.
And I don't
Boris
think that should.
Johnson, that's perfect because I watched a documentary on him.
But I don't feel
That's-
like
that
that should
went-
be allowed. I feel like it should be your teacher, your head teacher, who decided one day I've had enough of what's going on in my school, and who then becomes
Do you know,
an
if
MP.
I-
And the reason I say that is because so many of these people can't tell you the price of bread.
Yeah, because
No,
it's
but
so far
that's
detached from
definitely
reality.
the Conservative Party.
Not just Conservative.
No, that's definitely the majority of the Conservative Party.
I'm not saying it's not them.
No,
but
no,
it's
yeah.
not. And I'll tell you give you my example of why I feel this way, because you've got a lot of people who then go into politics and then forget about their constituency. And what by that I mean now, so your Mr. Man is saying, right, don't vote, abstain, or whatever, and you're going, okay, but you're not looking out for your people local to you who, even if you're against, I don't know, let's use an example of leaving the EU. Yeah, if your constituents hired you because they are pro leaving, and then you go into government and you're voting to stay, you're not doing it for your constituents no
No,
more.
because they think we're stupid and we don't know what we're chatting about.
You see my point? The first chance you
They think
get,
we don't
you're
know what
looking
we're
out for your local.
Your
And that's
local
happened
people.
so many times.
all the time.
All the
Absolutely.
time. All the time.
But
Even
I
the
will say,
games that I played, don't vote, abstain.
The one time,
What?
and I have had to go to my MP, but she's no longer my MP. I really liked her actually.
Who was it?
Her name was Joan Ryan. I remember she was the only MP I ever met. She'd always come a canvassing, knock my door, and noticeably she always had black fingernails, like they were dirty. And I thought, well, maybe she's a hard worker. She just left her alone. She just left some cabbage, and now she's come to chat to me.
That's it.
But I had to go and see her.
I did one time I was looking at her fingers.
And the problem that I went to see her with, she fixed it.
Yeah.
Right. And that's the first. And I remember people saying to me, go see MP. And I was like, fuck them. They did.
I think a lot of people do that.
No, there was an incident I went to as well.
And I was like, oh my God.
Somebody actually.
Yeah, I went to the local MP and they fixed something.
They helped my mum as well because she's a nurse and they were taking long to get her DBS, and you need your DBS to renew your PIN.
Yeah.
And they were just longing her off, and it got to the point where she's like, I can't work. I think the PIN expired. I cannot work unless I get the DBS back. So the MP, she went to MP and he intervened.
I wondered, what's his name? David Lammy as well.
Yes, as well.
He
As well.
intervened,
When
like
we moved,
our
obviously.
So
and
I
things
think,
like that,
and I think that's the first time I really realised
What
that
they're for.
perhaps rather than me just saying, "Oh, they're fucking shit,"
Yeah,
right? Actually,
they do. Some.
I've never ever been to them to know that they're fucking shit in terms of your own needs and what they're there for. And the one time I went, and I was to get my mum here for our wedding, and it 4 years of trying to get her passport renewed, and we couldn't.
Yes, of
And then boom, went to my MP. Boom! Within 2 weeks, she got her passport.
That's
Boom,
what
she
I
was
went
there.
for as well. It was for that. I think it was for the boys actually.
Yeah, it was for the boys.
Yeah, it was for
So,
the boys.
you know, I do think-
Yeah, that's it.
They're there and you can use them, and I do think you should vote. And I pray that anybody listen to podcasts, go out on Thursday and vote, because actually, if you don't vote,
can't change
don't
nothing if
fucking
you don't.
complain.
I'm not that big opinion.
But
If you're
at
not
this point,
voting, don't
this is
complain.
going to come out after we voted.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you voted, well done. If you didn't, get in there next time. Hurry up.
And I
She
really,
said, "Hurry up."
really pray that
Yeah.
we have a bit of a change, because
For sure.
I'm tired
No, we
of
need
it.
Yeah,
it.
we do.
I don't
Yo.
think-
You know, I listened to the and I know I shouldn't be talking about other podcasts, but it was a political
can talk
podcast,
about other
and it was about
No, you can.
it
'Cause
was about
you can
it was
talk
about
what
it was
listen
about
to.
the abuses in Parliament. So it's about the males that are abusing the
Power.
the females, no, sexually.
Oh.
Females and young men,
Men.
right, that were using their power.
hear that all
and,
the
and I listened to it,
time.
and I was just
Yeah.
like, you know, I think it will take more ordinary people, the likes of
is what I
like
mean.
someone
That's
like
what you
myself,
meant, like
who
a teacher,
really is
like you
interested
said,
in politics.
someone
Someone like you.
Yeah.
Someone like
You know,
you.
and
Yeah.
I'm really passionate, and I love politics. I do enjoy it, right?
Someone like Mel, not me.
And
I'm
I will
interested.
go up there,
No, but what I mean is-
but they're not gonna watch me because I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna be like kind of bang them.
I hear what you're
I
saying,
was talking
babes.
to my
Absolutely.
friend today about teaching and about apparently there's kids in school who their parents, because their parents work, the kids can't get free school meals, but the parents are barely making ends meet. So the kids, she was telling me I had no idea, there are children in 2024 in the UK, one of the richest nations in the world, who do not eat when they go to school.
Oh, Lou.
Yeah,
That's nothing new.
I had no
Are you actually
idea.
being serious?
Yeah.
Of course not, because I thought if you were poor, you got free food.
No.
I had no idea that there are
Lou,
children
not at all,
in this
babes.
country
They are so
who
many,
do not
so
eat
many.
for
The
6
poverty
hours.
It's
levels,
mad.
Lou.
Yeah.
Right?
Thanks.
It is nice mix.
It is,
This
isn't
is
it?
it, yeah. The poverty levels
Thank you.
in the UK
It's
are beyond.
It's
And you know,
crazy.
Do you know what I did? Christmas, it wasn't this Christmas, but Christmas, we tried to do a little package for a food bank, take it to the food bank. And every time we do that, I take Davina
Good.
and get her to go in, give the goods in,
Yeah.
just candles, and we ask her, what do you think we should carry? And, you know, she would say, oh, I think we should take sanitary towels, beans, tomato soup, you know, just,
yeah.
but ask her, and then we get them, and we take them in. Even just like the first time she was old enough, when I went to vote, I took her with me to vote. And I made her put my ex in.
Lovely.
Just to, because actually, I don't think in any way I'm wealthy, but I want her to understand what she has.
What she
Absolutely,
had, yeah.
Mel.
And sometimes
Listen,
it's just
we
by
are
doing
so
these little
blessed.
things.
As
Yeah, but
you're-
you know how mad it is that there's children in this country and not.
Yeah.
I had this conversation like an hour before I came. I was like, how are we letting this
it
happen
is,
in our
babes.
country?
It's happening,
It's
Lou.
so bad, Lou. It's
Because
so
when
bad.
you have a man that is so rich,
running the country.
running the country, whether it was him, Cameron, Boris, Theresa, although her parents were, I think, pastors or vicars, or they were religious, right?
I don't know about that.
How can they understand, right, what it's like when you go to a dentist and they say there's no NHS dentist, so if your tooth hurts you, it's going to cost you hundreds of pounds to fix, and you're thinking, well, I got to eat, my kids have got to eat,
Yep.
I need to pay my gas
Very
and my
valid
electric.
point.
So actually, my teeth ain't that important. How can they understand that?
They
How
can't.
can they understand the choices we make?
No, they can't. They
That's
can't.
not. I'll do without. Let me. So that's my
But
child.
even,
can
I'll
do
be
this.
honest with you, even I can't comprehend those choices. Just not because
Got easing on with your rich self.
I'm being honest. Like, I'm being really honest. No, what I mean is, I've never been in a position. Doesn't mean I don't have empathy. That's why I was so shocked, because it's not happening to me. Sometimes when things aren't in front of you and happening to you, sometimes you're shocked that they're happening at all. Like, I just in the UK.
Well, we're not a first world country. They say we're a first world, we're not. And I think probably the reason why I get it is because of the work that I do. So I work with vulnerable people.
Of course. Well, I work in the city around rich people.
Right.
But
So I work. I work with people who will say to me, I literally can only eat once a day.
That's mad.
Yeah.
That's mad.
And how is it in this country
hear that every
you
day
have
you go into work
people
and that's what you
that
eat,
can
right?
only eat once a day?
But that's
I always say
not
there's
because
just
you're not
some
because you're
things
fasting.
in,
No.
in
Because-
life, there's basics that human beings should be able to have: shelter, food, education.
It's called Maslow's hierarchy of needs.
That's
Hey,
right.
right?
Anita.
Maslow's
That's
hierarchy.
right. That's
So it's
right.
food,
And I
there's
read it from the
basics.
book. Was
Yeah.
it from the
Yeah.
what's the book, Mel? Where did you read it from? I read it in a book.
What I studied?
Go on, Tara.
Anyway, sorry. Go on.
But Maslow's hierarchy
Yeah.
of needs
Yeah.
says there's basic needs
That's
that
right.
every individual must have. So it's food,
Yep.
it's clothing, and it's a roof over your head,
That's
and
it.
to be warm.
Yep.
That's the
That's
basic
it. Yep.
that everybody should
Should
have.
have.
Called Maslow's hierarchy.
Yeah.
And there's people out here that don't have those
But that's
basics.
what I think is
Yeah.
crazy in this country, with the amount of wealth and the amount of opportunity. It is crazy that we have children not eating for
Because
6 hours a
again,
day.
you've got-
And then what happens to them in the summer holidays?
Well, that's
gets worse because
there
there
isn't.
isn't.
that's
Why do you
the
think Rashford was doing what he was doing?
And they were
Yeah.
telling them, remember, they were,
Yeah.
they
Do you
were pushing
understand what I'm
back
saying?
against
Why?
it.
Yeah.
This is my point.
Because
Why do you
it's
think
almost
them
like they
idiots
want
wanna come for
poverty.
him? Because look what he
It's
did.
that they don't know whether you know, like you sort of think, why would you want it? Is it because there's something in the government that you're supposed to have a certain percentage of people on some sort of list or whatever?
I just
It just
think
doesn't
there's-
make sense.
I don't see the
It
value in
really,
keeping
it
little
just
kids hungry.
doesn't.
Greed.
It
it's-
really doesn't. Before, when we were growing up,
no, but
you
it's
had
called,
you had
know what it's
social
called? It's
places.
Called, it's called don't care. They don't care.
No, they don't.
They don't
It's
care
greed.
about
They're
us,
just doing.
really.
No, they don't. It's greed,
Right?
and it's like
When they look at us,
segregation of.
we are all cash
They-
cows,
they-
right? Because we pay tax. We're cash cows. That's all they see. They don't see, right? Actually, do you know what? How is it that a mother who has children has to go out to work all day, can still barely afford? She can have 2 children, 1-bedroom flat with a mother and 2 children, barely afford the rent. She's working.
yep.
Yeah, things just.
And
get
then they
worse
say,
and worse and worse.
right, single parents are the root of all evil. Come
Let me tell you
on.
something. So I remember when I had my first child, I wasn't wealthy. I had a decent job. Yeah, and my salary alone was enough to cover us. But it was a struggle. Well, while I was off, it wasn't a struggle. It was when I went back, because obviously nursery fees, that's when it became a struggle. But that whole time, I remember not having much, because maternity pay isn't low.
No, it's not.
I had
It's not.
money saved up.
Yeah.
I learnt my lesson from then. Every time I always saved up thousands of pounds so that I could be comfortable. But anyway, and I remember everyone would go on all these sites to give away your things and I would never sell mine. And I was so specific about people that could come and get it. My thing was, like, I'd put it on Gumtree. I'm not sure if you know.
Gumtree.
Yeah, of course it's still exists.
Yeah. But
And now it's
put it on
Facebook
Gumtree.
Marketplace or something.
And my
like
one
that.
was, I used to always say, working couples only.
Right.
And I'm giving it, here's the joke, I'm giving it away.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. My buggy, my good buggy that I spend thousands, I'm like, working couples only. And the reason I said that specifically is because I feel like they're an underlooked and underserved demographic
true,
of
you know?
society. Because you're working your asses off and you still cannot afford
Certain things.
People
and
that,
that's what goes back to
Right.
what you're saying. Absolutely.
and
yeah.
even then, I still wouldn't sell it to them, because here's the thing, I want it at my house as well. Let's be honest, yeah, it's taking up space. I do want it at my yard, but they can go and buy a cheap version. I could give it to someone who's not working, but no. I personally wanted to give it to the working poor, because in my eyes that could easily have been me and my partner. We both do work.
You know, but and I say this loosely, but by the grace of us, God goes I. could happen to any one of us
Oh,
at
absolutely.
any given. All it takes is one thing.
That's why I always
And
say
we are in that position.
it's. You see what you're saying.
gotta-
You're not sure. I'm very much aware. It's
Oh, yeah.
about being mindful of how others are living.
No, but it's not even that. I think one of my things.
the country, what we're going
Yeah,
through.
but I
That's what I
didn't
mean.
realise we were allowing children not to eat
Yeah,
at
but
school.
they do.
But it's been
I
happening.
thought that
It's
was
been
mad.
happening
I've
for a
seen
long
families
while.
where-
It's been
No,
happening
but
for a
take the
while.
grown-ups out of it, and I'm not shoving them, but I'm just taking them out of it. Like, imagine being a teacher at school knowing this kid ain't eating.
I know teachers that
Hard. Imagine how hard
take out
that
My
money
is.
out
friend
of their
did.
pocket.
Yeah,
She
that's
told
what
me
I'm
she
saying.
was
Now,
feeding
hard.
them.
Exactly.
She was buying girls tights because she's clocking they're wearing the same ripped
Yeah.
tights. And she's
Over
like,
and
Lou,
over again.
think about it. If mumsy's like, I cannot afford to buy tights and feed the house.
Imagine the sanitary towels.
And what I was going to say,
When
they
it
talk about
comes to
period
that, right?
poverty.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, at school they do give you packs now. Like,
Oh,
really
okay,
nice-
that's good,
Yeah,
that's good, that's
like,
good, that's
they don't
good.
want kids leaving school in it. Like with my kids,
That's good.
They give you a
Okay.
nice pack and it's got. Them
I don't think that's
absorbent
everywhere, though. I don't
canteen.
think that's at every school.
I think every school, every secondary
Is it?
school
I
has
would
it.
like,
Yeah,
hope
yeah,
so.
yeah.
Because I know certainly up until when
Davina.
left school, I'd never heard of that.
But does she ever need it?
Well, no, we sent
Exactly.
her a little
But that's
package,
my
so maybe
point.
that's.
That's
But like
it.
if you have an
If you
accident or
don't-
you start
yeah.
at school, you can go to the thing
But-
and they give you this
Whereas
big
back
box.
in the day, I don't remember having any of that, mate.
Well,
No,
I
but it's
don't
back in the
remember
day, that's
needing
back in
it.
the day,
To
that's
be
back
fair,
in the
I
day.
don't remember needing it. Do you get?
I mean, I'm just remembering like.
I don't
during
think
my
it was.
first period, I'm
Even
just
if you
saying.
didn't need it, but did you see it?
No.
It
No,
never
but I feel like
happened.
you'd only know it's there if you need it.
And
Like,
somebody
which
would.
teacher would you have gone to and been like, Miss, I need tampons or I need sanitary towels? I don't remember ever needing to do that.
But no, Tina's making a point that their friend had gone. If you'd heard
Oh,
about it,
yeah.
okay,
right?
okay.
So you would
don't-
have
might
to
not
have heard
necessarily
about
have
it,
heard about
because
it,
my
but
friend is
someone would have
probably
been like,
or
you know what?
somebody
Yeah,
or
but people
something.
get
Yeah.
embarrassed and don't say nothing, innit?
But yeah,
But
You know,
it's good though that they're doing
that's
that.
why I work for the organisation that I work for.
That's the bare minimum,
Right,
though,
because I could work privately
Definitely.
It's
and
terrible.
earn loads
Yeah.
of money, but the people that I really want to work with.
Sorry, start
could
again, so I didn't get
I
it.
said that's why I work with the organisation that I work for, because I can work privately. I've done it before.
Yeah.
And I can earn shed loads of money.
Yeah.
But actually, the people that I really want to work with are the people that can't afford
can't
it.
afford it.
And there's something about and I
Just-
just get
yeah.
pleasure
Yeah.
from those that
Get-
can't.
Yeah,
That
helping
benefit.
those
Yeah.
exactly.
Because
that
only
really-
anyone that can
yes.
afford it will go to
Will
people
go
that
to
can
people
afford
that
afford
can
to.
afford
Do you know what I
Absolutely.
do want to start doing as well?
It's
Because
true.
she'd mentioned it. She was like, she bought this girl tights. She bought this, and I'm like, tights cost nothing. Like as far as I'm concerned,
donating,
tights-
absolutely, buying
So
a whole
I'm
load
gonna
of
go
things.
buy a whole load
Yeah,
and drop
load
it
of
at
things.
school.
Yeah,
Listen, if the
yeah,
kids need
absolutely,
it, da-da-da.
absolutely.
Likewise, I'm actually thinking of maybe I'm gonna put because obviously, I get it. It's not cheap, but it don't hurt me and my husband. And by that I mean, like for instance, my kids have to pay for their dinner, and you got to top up their account.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're right.
yeah, yeah.
Now my youngest eats like,
Whoa.
I don't know what she's buying because they've got like fixed meals
Yeah.
that you pay like £2 something for. She manages to spend £4 a day, so I don't know what she's doing. Yeah, I think she's going, I'm rich, and I don't question it. I never have to. She never has to worry about mummy saying you're spending too much.
Yeah.
Relax. Only buy this.
Yeah.
So she just spends as she likes. I
Yeah.
mean, that's probably another conversation for another day.
Yeah.
Which means I'm like, so we're constantly just topping it up as and when the kids need it, as and when the kids need it. But I feel like maybe offering to do that for another child, or just offering to put in a kitty somewhere. So if a kid's not eating,
Yeah, but that's nice, exactly.
But that's
And
the thing, though. What you can do, because schools will, like for example,
That's exactly.
I've Davina's gone to school when she was at school, and I just had forgotten to top up her. Okay, just literally because we top it up on a Monday for the
yeah,
whole week.
that was me.
And
Yeah.
sometimes when you're in a rush,
Yeah.
and then I'm like, oh my god, and then you can't call her because they take the phones just go in the locker.
they just do it online, no?
No, but I can't call her to say, have you eaten?
Have you?
When I remember.
Yeah. So by the time you
And then-
remember,
right,
it's probably
and then-
after lunch.
So when she comes home, so I top it up, but I'm like, it's a bit after lunchtime.
Yeah,
so what's
exactly.
she done?
Yeah.
And I say to her, and she said, oh no, they said to me, it's okay.
They'll just
They'll
minus
cover
it
it.
off.
So they
Yeah.
may So what I'm trying to say is
you know
they may
what
well
happened to me?
have a bit of a kitty where you can drop money.
No,
in.
but I don't think it's a kitty specifically. I think they just let them go into minus, and then when you top it up,
Then it just takes off because that's what
But-
Titi's done that.
The same with
before.
Mars, but another thing I've realised is she said the woman let me off. It's language kids use sometimes. You pick up on what they're saying.
Yeah.
She goes, the woman let me off because she knows my account's always topped up. And I remember thinking to myself, what does that mean? She let you off because she knows.
But then
you're
the
a
other
You're a
kids,
good player.
You're a good
there's
parent.
maybe
So a
other
kid-
kids who are
So
always.
you're telling somebody no.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Yeah, imagine that.
So somebody
Think
gets
about
told
school,
no.
No, you're right, Lou.
That you can't eat
Yeah.
today, no, because your account
Because
is
you're
minus.
not-
But
No,
then,
A very valid
but I
point.
also
It's
wonder,
horrible.
how
it's
do
sad.
you,
It is sad.
when there's a kid that's in front of you, my fantasy is that it's a little tray, where they've picked what they want and they get to the till.
Yeah.
Like the little cashier.
Yeah.
And they go, oh, you got no money in your card.
Oh, don't.
How do you then say you can't have your food?
Don't.
When they're hungry.
That.
When they're hungry.
But you know
how
what I
do you do
realised?
that?
But Mel, what I'm
Heartbreaking.
thinking is, there are kids that already know there's no money on their thing. They're not
even going to bother with it.
even going.
Yeah.
The kids that are going know that they may have money, they
But
might
may not have money. But the ones that know
Don't
that
go.
they don't go.
Those are the ones you got to worry about.
And,
Because they
and then
know.
the worst thing is that the way the government do the kind of free dinners things, it's almost like a label.
How does
like,
it
you're
work?
on free dinners. You're on free school dinners. Right?
I think if your parents are less than 16,000 or
I
something
don't know what
a
it
year
is.
or
Okay.
something.
We never ever had the opportunity of free school dinners.
Is it?
Right. Well, we just never, because it's one way, 2-parent household. We're going to, no
you
matter
mean
how much we're
when-
earning,
when you were young.
we're going to be.
No, we thought we were talking about
No.
you specifically.
No.
not the parents.
Again, even
Wait,
back
did I
then.
pay for Darren and Tarika's school dinners? I did, didn't it? I worked.
can't
You must have
remember.
done.
But-
You definitely are under the threshold.
Yeah, but I just can't remember.
But
whether
what I'm
free
saying
or
is
whether I had to
is
no, I had
that
to pay. No, there's a
There's
period when it
a
was free.
there's a label
From
associated with free
reception-
school dinners.
When the babies, reception to year 3.
Oh, yeah, when
don't
they
pay.
in secondary school,
Yeah.
yeah, I did.
So when so there's a label. So people know that you get free school dinners.
No
There's a
one
kind
cares
of,
no more.
So
in the same
so
way they do
well, I
when
don't
we
know,
were
Yeah.
but I know that there
It's
is
so
a shame.
sad.
There is a shade with it.
Of course,
Yeah.
there is.
There is a shade.
But I
with
do
it.
remember when I was at
because
school, I know there was
already
a shame, but I
by
don't think it's
having
there now.
free school dinners, people are saying, well,
I think originally.
You think?
Yeah.
I think
Yes,
there's
man.
some kids, just like you're saying, do you know what I mean, who know that they can't go up. And they won't go up because
And-
of the shame.
No, I was talking about the free school meal kids. I don't think they're shame.
Oh,
No,
I
there
think
is. And there is because kids.
I think there
love
are
to
kids who
target.
do
There's
get.
stigma.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
there's
there's
a
a stigma.
your
Your
parents
parents
must
don't
be.
never
You
change.
must
There is a
be.
stigma.
Yeah.
And I think
fake.
so.
Yeah.
What
this is
Mate,
it.
I'm
I mean, I
getting
don't-
up there and eating.
I don't
karate.
like
What do you mean?
dickhead Khan. I don't like him. Right,
Khan?
Sadiq
Mr. Khan?
the
Oh,
mayor.
my bad.
So what's Amir Khan got to do with this?
What he did do, I think, is that he wants all primary schools, all kids in primary school, just
In
every
London,
kid,
yeah,
have
yeah,
to
yeah.
have free school meals. I think that's great because then there's no
You're gonna have
target.
to
There's no
ask
shame.
Absolutely. Yeah, for real. That thing is that.
I don't know what's going on.
In the
right?
dance.
Yeah, I think all
That's a
kids
good idea,
in
and
this
they
country,
should,
at
yeah.
the at the very least in primary school, should have free food.
I think that's what's happening at the moment, isn't it?
No, it's up to. I don't know if it's going to change, but currently it's up to.
I'm out of
it's
touch with that
infants. Because Alara gets it for now, but when she gets to year 3, we'll have to start paying.
For real?
Yeah,
I
but
think it's stopping because
prefers-
I think he wants it done that way.
Yeah, she
He
prefers
wants
packed
it.
lunch anyway. That one.
Mate.
It's just fast part.
Anyway, you been drinking?
Yeah, I'm driving.
Oh, yeah, no, it's just the one little drink still.
Man, you know, I put it on.
Yeah, we don't promote drink and drive.
No, we don't. We don't at all.
I'm driving.
No,
but
we
yeah,
all got cabs. I've got Uber coming at 9:30.
yeah, but 9:30. Yes. Yeah,
What was you saying?
but I do think it's disgusting. There's no way in hell kids should.
Absolutely.
But that's when they talk
Goes
about.
back to the law. What you was talking
But even
about.
breakfast as well. I was thinking
The
about that.
Hans, what's it called? Sorry, Lou? The law thing. The Maslow's law.
Oh, Maslow's hierarchy of
Maslow's
needs.
hierarchy. of
Right, but
needs,
even
okay.
breakfast, like, okay, lunch is important too. But at the moment, I have to force my kids, like, did you take a croissant? Did you take a croissant? Did you take this? Did you they're running out the door? There's kids without options.
Yeah. But that's why they have breakfast club.
There's
so
breakfast
that they
club now. They can
But is
have
that free food?
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, it is free.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's free. They can eat up to
I mean,
8 o'clock or 8:30.
when the video was
8:30,
little,
8:30.
I used to take her to breakfast club, but it wasn't for breakfast she'd eat at home.
It's
Because
more
you
about
had to
that.
go
I had
to
to
work.
go to work.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I'd drop her off early.
Yeah.
But she wouldn't eat there. We didn't,
Because she ate
better,
already.
because we'd have to pay for it because she's not.
Yeah, it's not. She's not.
It's not for free.
Threshold.
Free school meal, yeah.
Yeah.
But I think, but you know, I've always said, and it's just again my opinion. It's literally my opinion. I have no idea, but the government. I always believe politicians are meant to be smart, right?
They're
And
dumb.
that's what I believe.
They're-
I mean,
well, they're
clearly not.
clever-
but
clever people,
that's
but
what I
dumb.
mean, right? So when you started to open up and allow more and more people to come, which is fine. I've got no problem with that, right? Know your resources and
Oh my
start
gosh.
make a plan. They've not made no plan, right? So now everything is a bit like chasing your tail,
Yeah.
right? They're reactive, not proactive.
That's right.
right? You know, they talk about, and I really hate the term, the boats.
Oh my gosh, the boats
Do you
are
know?
coming.
Do you know? Right? I think it's 1.3 million legal immigrants come here. Immigration
Every
year, right? The boats 30,000 a year.
It's not even the bulk of it. Really.
No,
Not even
exactly,
close.
nothing,
Not even close.
exactly.
right? But they've targeted these people.
So it's a no.
It's
I think it was still ringing in my ear.
No, but you're right.
It's excuses.
And so they've targeted these
Yeah,
people.
but it's excuses, right? They
Do
target.
you know as well? It's
the whole
about
point.
diversion. It's all
This is
about
what I'm
diversion.
saying. This is it.
Look the other
Take
way.
it away from
Look
the
the other
other
way.
side. Right.
And they're very good at getting the dumb fucks, which is the majority.
Yes.
The red top readers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the dumb fucks.
Yeah.
They're really good at getting the dumb fucks riled up and looking the wrong way.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Always.
That's
And
the whole
they get
point.
us arguing amongst
And
ourselves.
that
for the
is
scraps.
that's what the powers
Whilst they're
that
doing
be
whatever they're
do,
doing.
deflecting from the truth. They'll tell you what they want to tell you.
Like they won't tell you that part of the reason why this country's in the shit that it is because of Brexit. Because they've lost more than
Brexit's
but they won't
been
have you
the
know that.
worst thing ever.
gosh,
I feel like,
Been
here's the
the
thing, most
worst.
people just aren't critical thinkers. Most people are sheep. But if you just took a second and step back and go, that don't make sense.
No.
That don't make sense.
But
And
we
what-
are just too quick to talk.
and look, put it this way as well. We're too quick. One thing about
I like that. They're not critical thinkers.
no critical
Exactly.
thinkers. But most people as well, someone's like, so and so doesn't have it, so I don't have it, so why should so and so? For instance, when the nurses were striking, who the fuck would oppose that? People go, but they knew how much they were earning.
But you need them. You need them.
Take that out of it. So I knew what it was 5 years ago.
Yeah.
I deserve a
more
pay rise.
exactly, because
I had a pay rise.
Why
So wait,
should-
because
why
you're
should
not
I-
asking for one?
Why should I be
They
running
don't
out?
deserve
No,
it.
but there's two things, right? One, if there's no nurses, just like teachers, you're dead.
Right.
Absolutely.
So you are the first person to call. Not you.
Got the doctor.
We know about. We know
Got
about.
the ambulance.
You are the first person to complain when you can't get an appointment.
Yep.
Yeah.
When your nurses aren't this, your nurses aren't that.
Yep.
right?
It's always the
But you don't
case.
think they deserve a pay rise, right? You
But-
have nurses going to a food bank.
But babe, that's
Something's
not,
wrong.
Babe,
You
that's
know,
not even
that's-
it. That's we all know. If we all sit down individually, we all know nurses
Right,
deserve a pay rise. We all know train drivers deserve a pay rise. We all know teachers, but they have got us arguing and fighting amongst
Yeah.
ourselves. They've got us going, why should they when we don't?
We
Why
don't
don't you
have-
strike too?
What's the saying go? United we stand and divided
Divided
we
we
fall.
fall.
But my point is, they've
Absolutely.
got everyone because they had us doing
It's
the
not
work.
thinking. You
because
said
we're
the
all
work
going, why should they? And they're going, ha ha ha, they've done the job for us. Like, while they're up there going, they've done the job
That's
for
why
us.
you know that thing you're gonna put after
Puppets.
what I said?
Well,
Oh yeah, the see you next Tuesday.
I'll see you next Tuesday.
That's what they all are.
and but remember, in the hierarchy of things, there's a lot more of them dumb fucks than anything else. Like, think about it. You've got your poor people. Okay, all right, cool. Then you've got your middle earners. When I say middle earners, actually, let's go one step before. Then you've got you're just everyday workers.
Everyday.
But there's a fuck ton of them.
Yeah.
And if you can get them all arguing amongst themselves, they're not looking up
Do you know
and
what-
worrying
do you
about
know-
what's going on.
do you know
That's
what I say?
That's
Do you know what I
about the
say?
youth as well. Like now, like you're doing so much bullshit. You're fighting amongst one another.
Do you know?
But
for a postcode you don't own.
thank you.
Yeah, but you know, I say always, it's like back when way before I was alive, and we talked about the landowners and the workers. It's literally the same, but the names have changed.
You know, everyone's fighting to get into the masses.
So you've got the
house.
landowners,
Yeah.
which are your 1%ers,
Yes.
and then you got all the little
Yes.
fucking minions.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
running around,
Fighting amongst themselves.
and then the little minions that have a little something are like, well, I'm gonna hold on to my
gonna-
something.
Yeah,
So the little
yeah.
minions that don't have nothing, they're saying, well, boy, may I hold on to my thing,
and then you
because I'm not like them. You know what? And no one sees it. It's like I sit there sometimes and I watch it and I think, I don't think I'm smarter than anybody else. And if you look at my school results, my exam results, you know I ain't smarter than anybody else. But how is
there
it that
is-
I can see
Yeah, but
this?
this is
'Cause
there's
you-
some
you're
basic things
critical
called thinking.
And I know as well, you have a human ability to see beyond yourself.
Thank you.
And by that, I mean, I'm going to give you a clear
You're right,
example.
you're right.
Every time the budget comes out, I've got to the point in my life, and this probably happened about 10 years ago, like I'm not wealthy, okay? I'm well off, I'm not wealthy. But I've got to a point in my life, whenever I hear the budget, I'm not listening for what is in it for me.
For you.
I'm all right.
Yeah.
I'm listening to what's in for my daughter, what's in for the youth, what's in it for the uni kids, what's in it for the poor, what's in it for the less well off. I'm never listening to what is in it for me. If everybody did that,
who are in that position to do that.
If everyone thought about what's best for, because let's be honest, you're okay.
Yeah.
You got
I tell you what I listen to the budget for. I do, and it's for me. The tax on alcohol. How much more I'm gonna have to pay? Because boy, it might not be sports pants and prosecco. It might be sports right.
Look around me, you know.
Yeah. So I might look at something like that.
Yeah.
But or the tax on fuel. How much more?
But I'm going to tell you something.
But when I talk, joke quickly. What did Bruce Lee say?
Watch out!
She's just.
You know what? I can't.
Gagging.
This is devolving into a
That's going into a social media reel. That's what that's going in. That's what that's going in.
idiot. But no, I make it right.
Sorry.
Like I remember when I brought.
But even then, you would put it this way: you have the luxury of being able to adapt. Mm-hmm. So, for instance, if they do put a tax on things, you have the choice to go, I will still drink because I can still afford it.
Yeah.
Or you have to go, actually, I'm not going to.
Yeah.
So you have the luxury
choice
of a
choosing.
So you might decide
There's
to start walking
there's
to
people
work.
out there don't.
You might decide, you have the luxury.
You're right.
to go on
And I'm in a relatively fortunate position.
We all are, right?
So,
all four of us right here.
Don't get
actually-
twisted. You've all worked bloody hard to be where you are.
we do.
Oh, Jesus
Yeah,
Christ,
we
man.
do. We work hard.
It's part of it.
Listen.
Absolutely.
It's only part of it.
I'm just gonna say to all of you that are listening to me, I weren't born with no silver spoon in my mouth. I remember my mother working 3 jobs. 3!
Absolutely. Agreed.
Right? To get me through school.
Yep.
And my brother.
Yeah.
3
What are you
jobs.
saying, yeah?
Right? So that was
No,
I'm not listening.
a full-time 9 to 5.
Listening.
An evening job in a youth club.
Yeah.
And a Saturday job in Harrods.
And then you go.
Right? So it weren't easy.
Yeah.
Right? And that's probably part of why I am the way I am.
Yeah.
Because
Perfect.
I saw her work.
Absolutely.
So I was not going to let her down.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? I hope it carries on, but who knows. So what I have, which to some is nothing,
But
to others is a lot.
It's a lot.
It's just
It's relative.
perception,
It's
right?
yeah.
Right? But I've worked for it.
Yeah.
Right?
But that's
I've
key.
worked for
But
it.
don't you think that's also key? Because like you, my mum was a single mum. Your mum's a single mum?
Yeah.
My mum's a single mum. I watched her do 3-4 jobs. I don't get me wrong, she came on snippy, she came on moody, but I watched. You
Yes.
watched. You watched someone doing 3-4. My only difference was I said, I'm going to do the same. I'm going to work hard because I like their shit. But I need to be around for my kids, so I need to make that work for me. Somehow I just have to work for me. So my thing is now I'm working from home.
Darian,
Right,
I was having...
but unfortunately, the kind of way that you do, you can.
You can.
But I put myself in the position to be doing.
But what I'm saying,
specifically
what I'm saying is,
to work from
Yeah,
home.
what I'm
yeah.
saying is, fortunately, you can. Like the kind of work that I do, it's impossible.
No, but what? Oh, right.
Right,
No, but what I'm saying,
so-
but what I'm
fortunately,
but what I'm saying is, I specifically, because I was in television here like everybody else. When it was time to
changed
branch
careers.
out,
I was a beauty therapist for
specifically
11
picked
and a half,
something that would
whatever
allow
years.
me
You
to be
changed,
home with my children.
So, but I think for me, it's not so much the job. Like your career is your career, your career is your career, your career is your career, my career. We're all different. I think, right? It's the work, the hard work,
Standard.
the graft,
Absolutely.
right? The
In
putting
whatever
up the
you're
shit
doing.
when you didn't, when you really didn't want to, but you carried on because you had a goal.
Yep.
You had a desire to achieve what your goal was.
Absolutely.
Right, because your goal would be different to mine or whatever. It's the
Absolutely,
goal.
yeah.
Right, and we worked hard. Now I think some of the hard work comes from what we saw.
Absolutely.
And
Like,
that's why
we saw hard work,
say.
and we carried on. That's just followed through. Right, we might not do 4 jobs, but the one job
You make it.
it might feel like 4.
But the thing
maybe
is,
not. I don't know.
What
I was
in your
talking to
work,
my
your
son.
parents' work ethic drives you.
And that's
Yeah.
what I was just going to say. I was talking to my son yesterday. And he, yesterday, but he was talking about he's looking for a second job. DJ obviously do, but he's like, I want a second job because I want to live how I want to live, and I want to be able to afford to
love
live
it.
how I want to live, right?
Yeah.
And that goes down to what you're saying. But then also, single mum,
Yeah.
my kids have
Saw the
seen
graft.
me work. Darian says, my dad's not my role model. You are, because of I've seen you work.
Mm-hmm.
You're always working.
Mm-hmm.
So I work hard, and I've got the mindset to work hard because I saw you do it.
You know, also it's the mindset of learning from. It doesn't have to be your own experience, but watching other people. Blah
Absolutely.
blah. COVID for me, I wasn't made redundant in COVID. Yeah.
That was I.
No.
But I saw loads of people that were, and it put the fear of God in me because I was like, they're in a situation where you're being made redundant, but you can't even look for a new job because we're in a crisis.
Yes.
And I said, that can never be me again, you know. But in the man, it wasn't even me. I said, that could never be me. And in that moment, I said, I need multiple streams of income.
Absolutely.
In that moment, I perfected doing to do makeup. In that moment, I was like, Lou, it's time to push. You said you wanted to plan events and weddings. This is time to do it.
Yep.
And now I don't have no time.
And we did a couple of weddings,
And we've done a couple
didn't we?
weddings. And now I ain't got time to wipe my ass. But I've got a lot of passive income coming in.
But
And that's it.
But that's the thing, though. And I always said, I remember sitting down and saying to a few people at the time over the phone, because we couldn't see them, saying to them, this COVID will make or break.
I think a lot of people have second
absolutely.
I think a lot of people have
You
secondary
will
income.
either work it out, whatever that workout may be,
Yep.
or you won't, and you will just fold.
Let me tell you something. I had an issue.
And some people were driven, and some people
yeah.
were just.
But let me say, I had an
Absolutely.
issue the other day, not too long ago, with my main source of income. And there was that slight moment of panic of shit, what am I going to do? And then I was like, wait, relax.
You got a
You're
job.
right.
You're
Like,
right.
you're right.
You're good. Going on. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, take time.
Yeah.
Make a move.
Yeah. And
But there was
that's
that moment of, back in the day, it would have been a panic. It would have been, do I sign on? It would have been, what do I do?
What do
What's
I do?
available to me?
Yeah.
I was like, wait, you can't even sign on B.
That's
Making
because
money.
you got
This is
money.
it.
You
You're
got
making
money.
money.
You're right.
That's
You
why
don't
I
even
did
have
my
time to go and
course.
sign on.
You
You
know
know what I'm talking
absolutely.
about?
You know, you do. You know, for me, doing my course and the things that I love to do.
Absolutely.
You know,
And you know, I ain't gonna lie, I have what I've seen, like in my daughter, like she's now working on a second stream of income,
Brilliant.
which is so she's got a little job.
That's right. Did
Yeah,
she go for the interview?
Yeah, bless her, Jesus
Got
Christ.
them?
Yes, she got it.
Hey.
Well
So,
done.
and then she says, "I'm not giving up the other job because that's my extra money."
See,
Right,
This kid.
and
Yes.
yeah, and I'm just listening to her. And I'm like,
this is great.
And then I look because hopefully soon she'll get her own bank account, so I don't have to see her money. But I can sometimes look at her and I'm like, your savings is fat, imagine. Like this is all her money, right?
That's good.
So she'll come to me and say to me, "Can I have money to go here and there?" And I'm like, "But you got money, you know, Virgin." Yeah,
See,
but
We're getting to that point.
That's
We're
my
getting to that point.
But
Yep.
she's did an interview for college today, and so she's got into a 2-year course.
Fantastic.
So,
Congratulations.
yeah, she's
That's good, man.
You know what though? That's
Something
down to,
needs
but that's
to-
down to
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
and the missus. Like,
Absolutely.
don't underestimate the part you guys are playing.
And
listen
that's the whole
to
point.
the point, right?
And the father.
Her interview was at 12:00. So, and they said it was going to be on Teams for whatever reason.
Easy, isn't it?
5 to 12, I call her. You said, yeah, and she's the only young person that I know that is not techno savvy. Like she got no idea tech. Like no idea tech. Like I don't understand it. I don't understand it. So I said to her, it's on Teams. You got Teams on your laptop? Yes.
Okay.
So no, she has.
Okay.
So I call her. I said to her, so you ready? Yeah, I just got to log on. Fine. Then she goes to me, I can't log on my laptop because I can't get my college emails on my laptop. Now I'm at work, so I cannot even try and figure it out. So I'm sitting there like, all right. So I'll tell you what you're going to do. Email from your college email to your email.
Yeah.
Forward it.
Yeah.
Onto your laptop.
laptop,
She's
and
got
then-
no idea. Techno, like levels of none. Right? And then she was like, I'm not going to switch on my camera because like I don't know why I'm not ready, but I'm not ready to be seen.
Sorry, what was this for?
This is an interview for
College.
So she really do without a camera on?
but then she goes, but he didn't have his camera on as well,
Oh,
so it was
fair.
all right.
But it's nice though. But you see, adding to that, TT, I'm so impressed with my niece. She's taught herself how to do nails. Right? She is so business savvy. She is all about this is what I'm gonna have. This is what I'm gonna do.
But don't
She's
underestimate.
making this is what I'm saying. It goes back to what we're all saying. Our kids
But
see.
equally, she said I wanted to do something, and you invested in her.
Yeah.
And that tells her, like, from time you're saying to her, you want to do this? All right, cool.
And that's what's
I'm going to help you buy
important.
this.
It's
I'm
your
going to help
worth.
you that.
It's your
You're
worth.
saying, I
Absolutely.
believe in you.
That's right.
It's your worth. I think you're capable.
I tell her I'm proud of
your
her.
worth.
I'm so proud of her. Apparently, Tina, what was it today? What did you like do today?
We went to Nando's.
Right, fun.
She says, Mum, no, I think 2 days ago, so whatever. I said, oh, you know what? We haven't been out on a date for a while. Let's go out. Wherever you want to go. Say where you want to go. Let's go. So yesterday, she's like, oh, can we go to someplace in Holborn? Someplace. But she didn't know it was in Holborn. I said to her, we can't go to Holborn because I got to be back here. So, okay, cool. Can we go? All right, I fancy Nando's. Oh, all right, cool. Fine. Cheap as chips. Lovely.
Mm-hmm.
So today I looked at her. I'm like, so you're paying for yourself? She goes, what? I said, you're paying for yourself and I'm paying for myself. She goes, oh, all right then. I said, oh, okay. We went Nando's. So sitting there, she goes, oh, I got some money in my pocket. She's feeling nice. She's feeling very comfortable.
I've earned that money.
And then she goes, oh, so I want wings and I want mac and cheese and I want this and that and that. I'm like, oh, okay. So we did the family thing, which is about £26. So I said to herself, so if we're going to go half on that, I'm paying 13, you're paying 13 or so. She goes, yeah, that's fine. And then she bought, like I said, so her bill was 20-something pounds. She goes, oh, is that all? I thought it was going to be more than that. Oh, I like this. I like paying for myself. This is so good. Mom, I never want to be without money. Remember when you told me that the way that I will enjoy myself if I know that I've got my own money, not that I'm having to ask you, and then if you don't have or you're not giving it to me, you know, I'll be like disappointed.
Freedom.
I've got money and
But
I can
financial
choose.
freedom.
But it sounds
for
like
them.
you've also, because look, I don't know about you lot, but my mum never taught me nothing about
No,
financial.
I didn't get any of
I've
it,
had
babes.
Of the basics, and I'm sure
Mel,
it's the
did
same
you?
for you. I've already started imparting that. My kids obviously they've got their Girl Henrys, and people send their money, and I'm always like, first thing you do is split in half. Half in savings, half in your account. Just because it's in your account don't mean you spend it.
Well, Davina
I
got
drill it into my
her
26-year-old
her
and my
first Girl
24-year-old
Henry.
every day.
And when she got her Girl Henry, she must have been about 9. 9, I got her Girl Henry. And I sort of said to her, you can earn money through pocket. You can earn money. I said, not your pocket money, but you
Above
can
it.
earn
Above
extra money.
100.
You could say, I'm going to mop the floor.
Yeah.
Or I'm going to wash the car.
Yeah.
Right? And you get extra money. She never did because she's lazy. Right?
But
she had
she's
the
going to get a
opportunity.
standard pocket money every week, anyway.
Right?
Exactly.
Yeah, well, and then so but she like what she likes though, and I know she's got that from me, traveling. So that I know is where her
Nice.
money's gonna go.
Yeah.
She's just gonna travel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that. Tita
gonna
just
be like-
said to me, as we're going for things, she goes, Mum, I found a holiday, Portugal, in October, £200. So I'm going to send you the thingy, we're going to go there. So I'll book because I got money. You book as well. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
I like it. I said, show me first. £200. I want to know.
Is it a 1-star?
Is it a 1-star? 2-star? Do you know what I mean? To go where we have to be dodging cockroach. No. I'm sorry, that's
It's
shit.
about teaching them kindness as well. Because I remember me and my husband, we pay for everything. Like, even when they got money, we pay for it. Like,
Standard.
there's something about, I feel off about letting my kids
I totally
pay.
agree with you.
No, I understand. Yeah.
Let me tell you something.
I don't feel off about letting her pay.
No,
for me.
I
When
do.
they
I
get to
want
my
them
children's
stat.
ages,
I want them
you ain't
stat.
gonna feel off. You're gonna be like,
Yeah,
grab
but
me on
right
my
now,
rats.
Right now you can do that.
Yeah,
Like, you know.
But at
once,
the same time,
yeah,
the other day,
I have.
they got to the point where they kept saying, every time we go out Westfield, Mum, can we get pretzels? Mum, can we get pretzels? Now, you don't think pretzels are expensive, innit? But there's 5 people in my family. Yeah?
Yeah.
Pretzels is $5.99 each.
Okay.
There's 5 people in my family.
So that's
Pretzels
like
is
20 what?
So before
30
you know
quid.
it, it's 35 quid.
Yeah.
35
Yeah.
quid. Just for pretzels.
Pretzels.
You ain't even done
We're not
nothing
eating,
else.
we're not doing it.
Yeah.
So we got to the point where I was like, girls, not every time. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially if we're going to eat and
Yeah,
going to
yeah,
movie.
yeah.
And we're usually going shopping.
Yeah.
Yeah. Never time. So on this one occasion, I said, okay, cool. You guys can pay for it. And I'm watching my child. The other child bailed. My middle child bailed.
Hell no, that's fine.
She said,
What?
"Send
Six
it
pounds
out."
later,
I am not
juice them
doing that.
out.
Nala said, Mummy, do you want some?
Oh,
I said, put
Oh,
your money
bless
away,
her.
but if I buy it all. Not for you, Cece. But put it away.
yeah, Cece, you ain't getting that.
But there is something though. So
But she's emulating what she sees Mummy and Daddy do.
yeah, but
doing.
also there is something. So with Davina, sometimes she would be like, "Oh, I want this," and I said, "Well, you can have it if you pay for it. You pay for it, right?" Because something about
Thank
her
you.
understanding
Tina said that
the
all the
worth
time.
Yep.
of money, what money's worth, right? Because as long as we pay for it, they don't understand
value.
the value of money.
Absolutely.
That's what-
And they don't understand, so they take it as
Well,
play.
I
Thank you.
understand how much you want something because
You're
I'm
gonna
gonna be
have
like,
to pay-
Mum, can I have this? I'm like, sure, you can buy.
You can
for
buy
it.
from, but
She's
then
like, you don't
then you
really
don't really
want
want
it.
it. You want it
Because you know
because I
I'm
was
gonna
paying
pay
for
for
it.
Right.
You wanted it. Yeah.
Especially if
I tell
you
you.
don't even work for your money,
Yeah.
I give you money anyway. So
Yeah.
you're not wanting to spend it. It's a bit mad.
Yeah. No, it
The
is.
other day,
good.
I was at work
do
and
some.
Davina went to, she had to sort her bank account and then went into Sainsbury's. She calls me at work. I'm in Sainsbury's. So I was like, oh, okay. She's like, so I'm going to buy some stuff for myself. Will you give me the money back? So I'm like, but you got the money to buy the stuff
I'm
for
gonna
yourself.
buy some stuff for
She's
myself.
used
And you're
to
wrapping
you.
the
She's
racks,
used
man.
to
Wrap
do
me.
it.
So I'm like,
Run
so,
my money.
but because it was food for her to eat, I was like,
different.
cool.
Yeah,
I'm gonna send
that's
you back the
different,
money.
yeah.
It's different,
Yeah.
right? It's not like you want to buy crisp.
Yeah.
Right? You're buying.
Yeah,
food
but
to
see,
cook.
that's where I tell Titi, if you want to buy silly things, that's between you and yourself.
Right.
Ain't coming
So,
out my pocket.
but for me now, what we're trying to do is now she's earning money is to learn value of money. So understand what it means when you go out the road and you've got the choice between, I don't know, something for £10 or something for £20.
Yep.
And are they necessary? Is it needed? All these things, is it just whatever? Just understanding, well, if you spend £20, you've got £20 less.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, not if I spend £20, you still got your £20.
Because that's not how life works.
No. So I will do what I need to do.
But
College,
beyond that,
everything is done by
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
yeah.
Right? But you're gonna tell me, oh, I'm gonna go and see my friend and I'm gonna get on the bus. Pay your own damn
Yeah,
money and get on the
absolutely.
bus.
That's you to
But
spend
you
your
know
money.
what? Again, but certain things, my mum kind of knew what part of her kids to pick on. And I mean, like, for instance, I don't want to work. I remember I was spoilt. So I got to 18 and my sister got a job. She went to uni, got a job. And I didn't want to. I was like, I'm not doing that. I don't really want to. My mum said to me, I'll tell you what, you go and get a little weekend job. And anything you make, I'll match.
Jesus,
Yeah.
you have a wicked man, boy.
I went out, I got a job, I enjoyed that job. And every time on the 18th, I said, Mum, run me my rats. But it incentivized me
You to go, yeah, I
to go and
remember
work.
you saying that, yeah.
Listen, I like my mum so much. At uni, she had two daughters at uni at the same time. Me and my sister left.
Oh, your mum's a G.
Yeah. So for about 4 years, she was paying for two girls to be at university, and that means she used to. And obviously, you've done that for me. My sister's looking sideways like, I got a job first, so obviously she has to do it for both of us. So my mum was paying a mortgage, looking after my younger brother. She was still fucking at over £1,000 a month to split between her daughters who were at university. Bearing in mind we both worked, and I would do that. And my mum bought me my driver lesson. Mum bought me my first car.
Oh, yeah.
I would do exactly the same for my children.
Well,
Yeah.
my first car was given to me, not by my mum. I got my first job at 15 and 3 months. As soon as I got my NN number, I got a job. And as soon as I got a job, because my mum was paying for me, my brother, whatever she earned, she did 3 jobs. Fed us, kept us warm, gave us clothes, and always the bashiest clothes because she liked nice clothes. But as soon as I started earning money, in some ways, you know, got myself to college. You know, she wasn't really. If I had, she paid whatever in terms of studying, whatever needed to be paid for, she paid. But then going in on a daily basis, yeah.
You got paid to go to college. Remember them times when you go to
Yes.
college and you got paid like
YTS scheme.
I can't remember what it was called.
Well, I never got that.
You got
YTS
£30 a week
scheme.
to go in,
Yeah,
and then £50
yeah.
went like a full
Yeah, the
term.
YTS scheme.
I went every bloody day.
Running my mother. It's so true.
So,
Gosh, no, I don't remember. I mean, our childhood, I guess, is a bit of a mishmash, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Because we've had a bit of the privilege of having the growing up with,
Everything.
yeah, pretty much. So,
But then he sort of also came to here. So even if we lived at Broader Farm, my father didn't have to work because he still has his
business
businesses
back home in
which was
Zambia.
them paying for us.
Yeah.
to
Yeah,
do
that's
that.
what I mean.
So my father never worked
for
for a very long time because he still had his business. And
that paid covered.
Mum
looked
had
after
one
his
job,
head.
obviously, at the Zambia Airways. but it's so learning how to sort of do finances was not something that we sort of were taught.
No, a lot of.
I think for
a lot of us
myself,
went.
I had to obviously learn after going to Zambia and spending like a year and a half, and then coming back, I'm like, oh, okay, I think I need to
Just be better.
be better
Can I ask
in
you
a
a
sense
question,
or whatever.
do you think that's a generational thing? I don't know about you, Mel, but obviously I've got picked up from you too. We weren't talking about finances. My mum did talk to me about sex. There's lots of things that they didn't equip us for. That you kind of
it's a
have
generational
to
thing.
learn.
I think it's
It's a generational thing.
But it's funny because I'm completely opposite with my children. I talk about.
But it's a generational thing. It's
Isn't
also
it?
that's also a generational thing.
Yeah,
I was
because
having
it's
a
a generation of
conversation with
now
Tarika
and a
today.
generation of then.
Exactly.
Go on, babe.
Sorry, T. I was having a conversation with Tarika today, and I was actually saying to him that I'm doing things differently to how my dad or my I'm going to say my dad and my stepmom did things, right? Because that's the people that raised me. Yeah, I left home at 16, essentially. So for me,
I ain't gonna lie, when Vanessa starts talking to Davina about sex, I go upstairs and go use the roommate.
It only takes one parent.
yeah, but it does. But
I'm like, this is
again,
a bit
I
much,
had no
man.
choice. I had to talk to the boys about porn. Like, I've got two boys.
Do you know what? I love the fact that you did that actually, because I feel like a lot of men get to adulthood and are looking at porn and thinking that's real.
That's real.
No.
And they can't hear the fake moaning. I'm like, she's faking it, and I don't know why you can't hear
I didn't tell that she's faking
No, but
it.
my point is, they can't deduce what
She's not really. Yeah, no,
they can't deduce what's real and what's not.
Yeah.
You're rubbing on a clit like it's a rubber. You're trying to erase it. No woman likes that. But it's what they see.
they see that.
Exactly.
And unless someone
Tells them.
that it is.
So it's even better that someone's telling them young, that's not real. That's not what
But
real
you see,
life
a lot of
is.
men have never been taught.
That's it,
lot
and
of
that's why it
people
goes
have
back to
been taught.
generational, right?
Yeah.
So where
I mean, for
me, it's
sure.
to do things differently that the parents
And I mean,
did.
my
Dance
mum had
money.
me when she was young.
Same.
Right? So
I had my child at
she
young.
was a lot more modern than
But she
a
still
lot of
didn't talk
other.
to you about
But there
things.
were still things that she didn't do.
Yeah,
As
because
much
of the
as she was
generation
modern
Because
you
then
got.
as well, was your mum's a migrant, my mum's a migrant. We are like, do you know what I'm saying? That's,
No,
so they still got their culture somewhat.
Yeah, for sure.
I think that's what I mean. It's still part of it.
Yeah.
But, I mean, like,
But your mum came here when she was what?
she came in when she was like 11, I think.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
right. I thought,
Yeah.
But my point is that they're still quite closely tied
when
to
I
their
look-
culture.
but
And
when
the
I
culture
look
is
at-
you don't talk to your
No,
kids about
standard.
this.
Because
when I look
her
at-
parents didn't speak to her about it.
No, for sure.
Yeah,
and then
That's
even
where we got to break it.
and I think
we
even
have.
for me,
There we go.
it can still be, and I think I'm pretty open. I am open with adults.
I think.
But when I see Vanessa sit down and
You're like,
play
ladies,
Davina and say, right, we're going to talk about, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to leave now.
me give
because-
you
how
just
about
say,
watching? So Power, yeah,
Okay.
or any sex things. Me and Tarika will be watching a program.
I don't want to watch sex things with her.
No, but this
I
is
think
my.
it's just on, isn't it? We can do flip channel.
No, but this
I
is
just
She'll be like,
football.
gone.
no. This is where I say. I do you know what I said? Tarika, turn around.
Face the wall! Face the wall!
No, but the thing is,
Stand at east.
Nala came into our room yesterday. Nala came into our room yesterday and she was like, oh, a girl at school got permanently excluded. I was like, why?
Why?
She was like, oh, for vaping. And then another separate occasion, she disappeared. She went to go meet a boy. She disappeared. And I was like, how old is she? She's like, she's 14. I said, Nala, come here.
Yeah.
Come
Time
here.
to start talking.
Time to talk.
Because I talk to her all the time, innit? But my husband's in the room and I could tell this is for the first
this
time.
is
No,
like-
but for him it's like the first time like this is how you talk to your youth.
Oh, see.
Because I went, come here, sit down. I said, that's not your portion. That's not your portion. You come from good stock.
Yeah.
That you ain't running.
Yeah.
You're not getting kicked. Like I said, she's thinking about it small. You're getting kicked out of school now because you think you're doing the big I am. In a year, you will regret it.
Yeah.
But it's small. I said, listen. Furthermore, I said, come here. I said, are you dating? She said, no. It's me. Why not? She goes, I'm not emotionally mature. I said, right. I said, but if you like someone, what are you going to do? I'm going to talk to you. So with that,
Yeah, she knows. That's
really
it. Yeah.
so wait, there's more. And I said, no daughter of mine's going to be a sket. Yeah. Wow. I said, you know what a sket is? She goes, yes, mummy. It's me. Okay, cool. I said, no daughter of mine's going to be loose. Do you know what loose is? She goes, yes, mummy. It's
Wow.
me. Hear me. I said, you are queen, yeah?
Yeah.
Hold yourself in high
Aye.
esteem. I said you are a goddess and not everybody gets to worship. My husband sitting there going, that's how you talk
That's
to
how
my
you
yeah?
talk to
Alright,
my
you got this on
Well, what I would do is so.
wait, and then Laura goes, Mummy, what's a sket?
Do you know what?
But what I would
Go on
do,
now.
so I spoke to Davina. So what I would do is I sat down and said, have you got friends that smoke? Have you ever tried smoking? Have you tried a gummy? Have you? Yeah, they do. Have you tried a gummy?
Yeah.
Have you tried a cookie?
Have
you tried? Have you tried?
I know it was big in our day, but I was like, do kids
Yeah,
still do
no,
that?
No,
you
it's
need
even
to
worse.
chat about it, and you need to.
It's the vaping,
yeah.
No, but you need to include.
No, I think the cigarette is not
And I
really
was like,
that
That's what I mean.
have you tried a cigarette? She was like, no. I said, have you tried a vape? She said, yes. I said, how did it feel? She goes, I didn't really like it. I was like, okay. Have you tried weed? No. Would you try weed? I don't think so. Okay. If you were gonna try weed, would you talk to me about it? I don't know, because if I'm going to get in trouble. I said, fine. I said, have you tried a gummy? No. Do you know what a gummy is? Of course I do.
You tell me if I eat, yes.
Of course I do.
Tell me about the gummy. What is it? Right? Cookie, blah, blah, blah. So I will have those kind of talks with her. Right? And I have no problem with that.
Yeah.
Because
but at least you're having them. Did your mum have those conversations with you?
No, not for us.
I was...
I've learned on the job, babes.
I was taught drugs is bad, sex is bad, smoking is bad. Stay away from it.
No. So I think when my mum found out...
I didn't get a sex talk from my parents.
I didn't
So
either.
when I got my period,
my mum's next door neighbour gave me the sex talk.
when I got my period, I
mum say?
had to go. I went to Auntie, but what's the name? Tina in Buzzardon.
Yeah, in Buzzardon.
Their friend
Mrs.
is
Zimba,
I
Mrs.
went and
Zimba.
she's the Mrs. Zimba, and she's the one who kind of talked to
But
me.
because that's
That's tradition.
Yeah.
So she took. Yeah, that's true. So that's what I did get was from them about my period and what happens. What's possible now?
Do you know what? The day I got my period, my mum said to me, now you got to be careful with boys. And now she walked away and I was just like,
What
does
is
that
that?
What is that about, Mum?
Genuinely, I had no idea what was going on in my body. Bear in mind, we'd done it in class, in school, but I didn't quite grasp what I was doing.
When I was a lass, we didn't have sex education at school.
Okay.
Right.
Oh,
So-
it was my science teacher then, he's a man.
Yeah, no. So we did have it, and then I remember it was my mate's mum is a nurse. Came over, right?
Like
So they're gonna
literally
chat to you
going
about.
over, right?
They're gonna chat to you, and it was really clinical. So I did the vagina and the penis, and I was by the time she done, I was like, eh.
But do you feel like it make it look so gross and whatever? I mean, it's gross
Did you
enough,
feel
but
like even in those clinical kind of conversations that you walked away and you had a full grasp of what you just
No.
been told? Same. I still don't understand it.
No.
I still didn't
I
understand
did
it.
because
I don't think I ever got anything.
No, I did from Auntie Zimba because as
I
I
think we're
remember
gonna have
it
to say
now.
goodbye now, 'cause it's 10 past.
Well, no, he's
But,
not in
yeah,
the room
but
yet.
she-
So
but
unless
she-
she comes about.
She explained it properly.
Yeah, but like just essentially with periods, what happens, what
That's
can
what you
happen,
need.
sex. You know what I mean? Being careful
No,
with boys
so-
because what can
I didn't.
The
I didn't
period
know
talk was
nothing.
fine. My mum was quite happily.
How they skip you?
Because
She was a bit
I
older.
was in Zambia
when it happened.
and the person who came, this older lady came. They were talking about all sorts. Oh, we need a dress. I was looking at them like they were
Dress for
mad.
what?
All I was thinking
Well,
about is
dress
I want
for
to
what?
go
Dress for
because
what?
when you come out of the house, I
Of
think
what?
you're supposed to be in the house for
Is it
like 3 days.
Is it my periods?
Yeah, but see, this is what
So you
I
don't put a frock on when you wear pictures.
So you're supposed to be in the house for like 3 days, and this person's
While
supposed to
you're
come to your
bleeding?
house. Yeah.
Right.
So this person's supposed to come to your house, teach you about everything.
Oh.
She came. I don't remember anything she said because all I was thinking about is I wanted to go out there outside and be playing with my friends. I mean, why is this happening to me? And I do remember they called my dad. You need to bring a new dress for her because apparently it's supposed to be your father who brings a new dress for you. You know, that would be like it's almost like an unveiling of a new you to come out the house and blah blah blah. Didn't want to know. I didn't want.
How old were you?
I was.
And Tina was a tomboy, innit?
Exactly. So this foolishness.
old
Why
were
are we
you?
doing this? I was 12, 10, 11. No.
If it's 10, 11, I
11.
get why you felt like that. That's quite
Yeah,
young.
I was young because I was 12 when I went to boarding school. So, yeah, I was.
You were
I was
12
back-
when you went to boarding school?
Yeah, because I was turned 13 when I
Guys,
went to
you know
boarding
when you
school.
think about your youth days, right? You actually think you was older than what you
Mate,
were.
I thought I was a
And then
big
when someone
girl.
tells you your age, you're like, what? So I would have been what? Like,
Yeah, exactly.
doing
So,
certain
no,
things that I was doing.
I was never taught anything. Nothing. The only
Your
time, even
boarding
in
school, was it all girls?
Yes, it was all girls.
So at the school, did they teach you stuff?
No.
You'd be lucky.
No.
Yeah.
Even
Even though you was living there.
Generational.
Yeah.
So you'd have been having periods there?
Yeah, but that's generational, isn't it?
No,
Like,
I'm
this
just
is
saying.
Yeah,
Get
I was
a
there.
picture. Just get a
Culture,
picture.
there you
I was there for a year. Turned 13 there. I loved it.
I remember the day I started, right, I had no idea what was happening. I got in the bath and
You died.
Yeah, you're like,
I was in the bath and looked at my pants and I went, Mom!
No, forget it.
My mum came, what's that? And she was like,
I'm
and then she started
dying,
crying.
it's
She's
so
like, oh God, you get big
No, I hid it from my mum for the first day. The first day I hid it because I knew what would happen. That they were going to put me in the house for 3 days. That means I wouldn't have to play. So for the first day, I hid it. And I remember.
So I guess that's why I went away for those days then.
Yeah. For the first day, I hid it. I didn't want to know because my friends were playing and I wanted to be outside.
I was at school, guys.
I love being outside.
I was at school.
Oh no.
I would have, and I think I was about 11, 12, White Hart Lane Secondary School. Go to the toilet. Oh, trauma! And I'm sitting there. I mean, this podcast really talks about periods, isn't it?
Let me tell you.
Sorry, I'm actually not going to talk anymore.
I'm gonna tell you. I pray to God for mine because I was 15. I was a late bloomer. I do think you got to hit a certain weight because I'm Margaret. Anyway, so I remember praying to God for mine. I was like,
you wanted your boobs though, didn't it? Wasn't it? Oh no,
someone told me. Someone told me one day. They went, Lou, do you not feel awkward that you haven't got no boobs? I was like, I haven't got boobs.
Are you serious?
And then I became obsessed. I wanted boobs. But the period thing,
you ain't got that.
But the period thing, I remember all my friends got the period, and I was like, I remember it was 2 days of my 15th birthday, and I remember praying. I was like, God, I just want it. Everybody has it. No one going, can you see? I'm like, oh no, I can't see it. I don't know what I'm looking for. Oh, I can't see it. I was like, I want what they're going through. Please, Lord. Please, Lord. Please, Lord. 2 days after my 15th birthday came. I was like, take it back.
I don't want this now. I don't want this.
Mine actually started on Christmas Day. My first one.
Oh, at least you're home, innit?
I was, Christmas Day. When I screamed out, Mom!
I
Christmas gifts around.
I couldn't tell you what day it was. All I know is I was at school and I remember just walking in, going to the bathroom as normal. And then you're like, what?
Well,
and I think I stayed in the bathroom for a very long time.
Just examining.
Trust me. And then I went home. I came home and I think, did I tell you? Yeah, I must have told you.
I don't even know.
Yeah, I must have told you. But you know what? Damn.
Things we go through, bro.
I tell you.
So,
but I took my daughter, when it was her, I was like, oh my God.
Oh, no,
It's a rite of passage.
It was a whole thing.
I text all the women in my family. I said, everybody congratulate her.
I did.
Everyone messaged her and congratulated, and then I took her out for dinner.
Because when the reader started,
it's really funny
how you sleep is. Because when she's, I was like, oh, God, poor you.
No, I'm actually because you're the lady.
And bless her, she has so much pain. She has so much pain. She's really.
No, we made it an uplifting.
It was an uplifting thing.
Because for my mum, it was very much like, be careful with boys. She walked away from me.
Yeah,
that was it.
Oh yeah, no.
Whereas for my daughter, it was you messaged her.
Yep.
My mum messaged her. Aunties, uncle, everyone's calling her and they're congratulating her. Yep. Then I took her out for dinner.
You know what,
then I bought her a bracelet and a charm from Pandora.
You know what? But you know what? That is so powerful. I wish now in hindsight.
Yeah.
I had someone that said to me, "That's what you should have done."
Well done.
Because that is like
congratulations.
Yeah, and I wish in hindsight, embrace your femaleness.
This is it.
And whereas I'm like, Jesus.
That's it. Yeah,
and I will do it for every single one of my girls.
You know what, right? Well, she's missed it now, but I can start the positive now.
Of course you can.
Yeah. Never too late.
It's never too
late. I do when she starts at menopause.
It's taking us all of 2 hours to learn something.
But you can also do it for a niece, a goddaughter.
No,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's taken me 2
hours
to learn something. Thanks.
But yeah, we made a big deal out of that.
No, that's good though.
You know, it's embracing your femaleness.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know what? Making it so it's not a dirty thing.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Embracing it and
It's
knowing that it's
beautiful.
a really important
Welcome to the
part of
club.
you.
Yeah.
And then she moans in every 5 seconds.
Well.
And then you get to the stage where you don't get them anymore.
So
but we'll talk about another time. But I'm so like conflicted. I feel like it's menopause on my mind 24/7 now.
What's on your mind?
Menopause.
I said because then you get to the point where you don't get them anymore.
Well, do you know what?
I'm not menopausal, but I'm acutely aware that's the next stage.
No, but the next stage is, and do not be under any illusion because they skip it. You go from having periods to menopause. It's
Peri.
No, but I've seen it.
And
the
perimenopause can be as complicated.
Yeah.
Right? But the doctors don't know about it.
To be fair though, I think I've had a pretty good role model because I watched Clara go for it.
Right. But
I've not seen you go for it.
No,
Is
but
it?
the perimenopause, I was perimenopause.
I don't know.
I had no idea.
Were you perimenopause at any point?
I kind of did well.
I don't
Again,
even
I was
know. If
more.
I was just a bitch all the time then.
I was more aware of it because my
You know, I
periods
think
stopped.
now, in the last 2 weeks,
when that happened, it's like I know exactly what time it is. Do you know what I mean? So,
but I feel like I distinctly recall what menopause looks like.
Yeah,
but a lot of people do not know that there's a stage. So you go from having periods and whatever. Perimenopausal means you still have periods and everything's normal, but changes start to happen. Your testosterone level starts to drop.
Yeah.
Right? These are things that you're not menopausal, but you're perimenopausal. Yep. Things start to happen and change. Right? And for a lot of us, and you go to your doctor and you say to your doctor, I don't feel right. This is happening. Doctor goes, oh, well, let me take a blood test. They don't even check your testosterone level.
I'm gonna tell
you know what? I've not gone to the doctors because I need to come to the doctors because I'm feeling this because of what my change. I've touched wood. Yeah, hot flashes.
I think that was really it.
I could feel there's days when I'm like, just fuck off.
Melanie said,
"Yeah, it's good."
Is it there? Are you there?
Do you know why I was so acutely aware of menopause? I had fibroids.
And what?
I had
your fibroids.
And I was going to have a procedure.
Oh yeah.
So it became quite
coming home with me.
With the conversations I was having with the gynecologists and stuff.
Yeah,
I became very aware of the menopause because they were checking, are you menopausal? Blah blah blah, because your estrogen lowers and blah blah blah.
So I'm laughing because I remember her saying I'm having that flashes at me going, babe, you need to get that checked out.
Yeah, she did. She'd be like, checked out.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's in a casual. Like one time I was doing her makeup, she's like, loose. Do you remember? We asked her, and she's like, Loom, right, it's coming on now, and we had to stop.
Yeah, because it's like the heat. You take the heat.
I'm going. In my head, I'm like, I know exactly what this is.
But I think,
and I'm going, babes, do you because I don't know what you do, but I know. Like, do you guys? I don't know what you do.
I think I'd see the doctor.
Yeah, and I was like, babe, maybe she go talk to someone about this.
Something wrong with you, man.
You know what? And that's the truth.
I knew what it was.
I just redid my research.
But the problem is with research.
If it was bad enough, the point I'm making
your symptoms weren't horrendous enough.
That's why I say touch wood.
No, but the problem with research is you've got to know
what you're researching,
who you're getting your information from. Because there's so much fraudsters out there. There's so much people who don't really know. And so, yes, there's doing research, and I think everyone should do research, but you need to know who your sources are. Because there's so much.
No, but I think the point I'm making is not research about what medication I'm taking. No, it's just why am I getting? But then again, we're at the time where I knew that what's happening is,
and she embraced it and went with it.
It is what it is now. I just sit there in it. You're right, yeah, I'm good.
What I say, the first thing is if you've not had a period for a year, you are menopausal.
Oh yeah, totally, and that's exactly how I knew that.
But then some people, whilst in the menopause, can have a period.
Oh, I'm quite happy with that still.
But I think I'm probably going to model myself, unless the symptoms are horrendous. I think I'm going to model myself on her.
And exercise.
She just
got on with it.
Embraced. She knew what was happening, and she embraced it.
Well, I did too. So but you can model yourself on me.
No, but I didn't see you do it. Innit? I saw her do it.
But I'm doing it.
For all I know, you could have been running at the walls.
Literally. No.
That was perimenopause. Perimenopause. I could start an argument. I could start an argument.
I was snapping. There was moments that I would find myself, I'd be a bit short, or I'd be a bit more quick to be like irritated. Fuck.
I said my husband when I go for it because I'm irritable. Anyway.
But what was really nice was my boss said to me this week. She said to me, I had supervision, and she said to me, how are you?
Wasn't it last week? Or
this week.
Again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
And she was like, how are you? And I was like, I'm okay. And she was like, how's the menopause? And I was like, it's all right. And she was asking a few questions. And
just carry on.
I just can't.
Because I have the menopause.
No, because she's a female. How is it impacting?
That's what that means.
How is it affecting you? Are you okay?
And she was
actually saying to me, if it becomes
I'll tell you what my boss said.
She said, get on with it. You can just call me and tell me, and you can work from home if you need to. You can take the day off if you need to. I was really quite nice, and I can't do this anymore because I don't know what they're laughing about.
Go on, what did your boss say anymore?
I'm not laughing at what my boss said. It's Tina, isn't it? Tina's just a muppet. You know what? It's just like she can read like a little book. But my boss, I think I must have said to one, she saw my little fan on my desk. She says, I hope you're not going to be like Julie.
Sympathy out of the door.
I have a colleague of mine in the Manchester office. Because Lord Julie was talking to him. Everywhere you went, you saw her with fire.
Oh dear, bless her.
And Sheena's cleaning her 60. She's like in her 60s. So, but yeah, she's.
Did the symptoms eventually just subside?
Yeah. According to what my mum said, they do.
Yeah, but this is the thing. They just, there's weeks.
Your hormones re-level out to a different level, and then it becomes your normal.
Yeah. Which is now I'm at the crazy bit where I'm actually like.
But that crazy thing can last for years, though.
Yeah, relax.
It can.
During the TV.
Anyway, it is time
to wrap this up.
Yeah, thanks.
So,
Peps, let's go.
This is
you've been watching Sports, Bands, and Prosecco.